Yo, let me see if this joint is live, yo. Okay. Okay, let me mute myself. What's going on? What's bracking? Okay. How is everybody doing today? Let me make sure I can see y'all. We on the chat here. What's up? Yeah, I just wanted to hop on live. We're trying to get the TV show going. We already dropped our first episode last Saturday. And right now we're having technical difficulties, but I set the camera up in the live stream and everything like that. So I figured I'd come chat with y'all, ask any questions you want. He says an Aniket Roy says how to judge the technicality of the song. I don't quite know what technicality means in that context, but I would say, man, look, when you start rapping, if you're watching this and you like how to rap because you want to be a rapper, it's kind of a gift and a curse because you can never listen to music the same way, just purely as a fan, right? So, one of the first things I listen to when I listen to a song and judge it as a rapper or as a rap coach is I'm listening to the song structure. How does, the choice of where to put the chorus or the verse in relation to the beat? Are there bridges? Are there pre-choruses? All the stuff that we talk about with song structure in a lot of our videos. I'm always judging how do they order each of the common sections you would, because as I like to say, the song is the currency of the music industry, right? Fans may not know it logically, but they like to hear they like to hear raps in song format. So, when you're judging the technicality of the song, I guess as you put it, the first place I'd say to start looking is song structure. Why did they start with a chorus? Why didn't they start with a chorus? Why is there not a bridge? Why is there a bridge, etc.? So that would be, the first one. Okay. Let's see. What else y'all got? What else? How to come up? Young Reza asked how to come up with what to write about. I always like to say this is something that we coined in the past, and we continue to teach it. Is what we call the 3 E's, right? So the 3 E's are emotion, environment, and events. And, the way to do that is if you choose a beat, there's kind of several angles you can come from this. If you choose a beat, you can think, if you use environment, for example, what kind of environments are these beats played in, right? And then when you think of that environment, so if it's a hard street banger, you think of the corner, you think of the club, you think of the block, whatever it is. If it's a hard street corner, well, what kind of emotions do I feel when in the streets? Or, what kind of emotions do the people that I might describe feel, right? And what kind of events happen in the streets or on a corner, right? Or if you're a club anthem beat, what kind of environments are club type songs played? Bars, clubs, etc. Beach clubs, whatever. What kind of events happen at the bar club? Kind of emotions, right? So you can use the beat to guide you into what to rap about, and you can describe the events given the environment that beat or that type of music is likely to be played. So that's really one of the main things we came up with over the years, and I think it's still a very relevant way to come up with what to rap about. And always remember that you as an artist, you as a creative person, it's your job to think of these things, right? Like I can give you sort of the roadmap. I can say, okay, well, think about environments, think about events, things like that. But it's still your job as the artist, right? As the creative person to create your description of what that is. Not everybody is going to describe the same events at the club, right? Not everyone going to the same type of club, right? If you're the type that go to a big booming unsa club, there's going to be different events, different things used, than you're going to like a jazz lounge. So, that's like a starter kit in how to think about what you want to rap about. You know what I'm saying? All right. I want to rap like Tupac, Jazier Crawford. Yeah, we definitely need to do. It's funny because I'm like the biggest Tupac fan and I still haven't done one yet. But I don't know because I want to give so much. Maybe I have to do multiple parts, like a multiple part series because there's so much there. What else? Damn, a lot of y'all are getting hit for review. You know what I'm saying? Okay. What else we got? La 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 la. What else we got? Um, Zuby Anthony asks, "How does Juice World do his rap?" We have one of our more successful videos from 2020 was how to freestyle like Juice World. That was a really successful video. I'm proud that it did well. It was something that I hadn't seen anybody else really cover in depth with any seriousness, and I feel like we all know that Juice World is one of the best freestylers ever, probably the best freestyler of a major mainstream artist. And so definitely check that video out. I think it's at like 300, 400,000 views. And I think it's a really good place to start for Juice World. Okay. Okay, so Ariane asks, how do I find my rap style? That just comes from experimentation and combining the influences that you have. Like a lot of people seem to think, like I'll make videos, right? Like how to rap like, and then you insert the rapper here, whatever, how to rap like Juice WRLD, whatever. And people think that I'm saying rap the exact same as, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll keep it real. How to rap like is just a catchy, easy to, promote title. But really what it comes down to is how to identify the skills that the rapper has that you can incorporate in your own style. And, we said this in a lot of videos where you kind of want to mix and match, right? So, you don't want to rap just like Eminem. You want to have Eminem's rhyme schemes because that might be your favorite part of Eminem's art, right? Or his storytelling. But you might want the flow of Kendrick Lamar. Ooh. Sorry about that. Sometimes the camera, we're still working on how to make the camera keep going. But you might want the flow of Kendrick Lamar, the rhyme schemes of Eminem, the voice of Tupac, right? And so, you're identifying different pieces of different rappers' styles in order to combine it to make your own kind of unique sound based on your own taste, right? But there's nothing wrong with being influenced by people, and don't let people tell you things like, oh, you're just teaching people how to steal styles. Like, no, I'm teaching people how to accentuate their influences, which is what everybody does. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with that. Aniket Roy keeps asking, does Rust Theory works? I don't know what that means, and you keep spamming us. So you're going to have to go on timeout because you spamming the chat, brother. Spamming the chat. All right. Put user in timeout. Sorry, brother. I know you asked a question earlier. Mess with you spam the chat a little bit. Let's make sure we get them likes up. What else we got? Mars Calamars asks, any tips for diction? I assume you mean like enunciation. For me, I've always, because I also learned how to play guitar, and the way you learn an instrument is you practice slow and then you speed up, right? So if you want to learn how to play, I don't know, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or something, you won't play one note at a time. Doom, 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 doom. Right? I found that that's the same way you want to do with rap, is you should write it to a beat, but so you write a rap to a beat, or turn the beat off. And then if you're struggling with enunciation, rap the rap you just wrote to that beat slower and slower and slower until you're roughly at the speed and saying it clearly of the actual song, the tempo, the BPM of the beat. So start slow and speed up. Ooh. We're having a little okay, I wasn't sure if we had a little break up there. Hit them likes, baby. Okay. Let's get to 100. We had 81. All the new people coming in. I want to smash the like button, destroy the like button. How to have confidence on the mic like your voice and dissect the sound. That was from Orange Bananas. All right, well, first, look, it's okay, especially with like rap coaching and the ability to record from home easily. It's okay to spend a year or two rapping and learning how to do it in your room to get good enough to have confidence to rap in front of other people, right? Take your time. And then when you feel like you're okay, like you ain't gonna embarrass yourself, then you got to start rapping in front of other people. We talk a lot about how you need to be able to rap in public and be confident. And what you usually learn after that is you still have a ways to go because people aren't gonna react maybe the way that you expect, given that you spent a year in your own house just having yourself as a judge. So you're doing it in your bedroom to start. Like that's the first. When I first started rapping, I probably rapped by myself for like 2 or 3 months. And then I had the cojones to, rap for some friends. And then, you rap for a stranger for the first time, but your friends are around. And then you rap for the first time and a stranger with no friends are around. And you rap for a girl for the first time. Like there's a confidence ladder that you can climb up step by step. Do not feel like you have to, be ready to rap in front of Kendrick Lamar tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's progressive comfort. Just like, being a YouTuber or a coach. First time I coached somebody, I wasn't like super confident. Yes, I know everything and you're my first student. You know what I mean? Like, it took me some time. So that same goes for you as a rapper. It's going to take time, especially if you're new. Okay. How to rap fast, like, let's see. You said all these 11 and 13-year-olds spamming the chat. Like say your stuff once until he looks at the chat. Damn. Yeah, shout out to who is that who said that? The space between thought. That's true. That's true, but that's the nature of live chat sometimes, right? You look at any Twitch stream, the stuff is crazy, you know what I mean? That's Gen Z for you, you know what I'm saying? And with somebody like I see the dude right here who keeps saying, I'm 11, I have nothing to rap about. Shout out to you, young man, but when you're 11 or 13, like I don't want to be out here on a live stream just blocking, young children, like, oh, shut up. So, they just gonna have to, you're gonna have to rock with it. What else? Ogo Diseng, I can't say it. Sound like an African name, brother. One love. But he says, I'm influenced by a 90s, early 2000s style of rapping. How can I appeal to the new generation with my music? Well, man, like I think you can always look at, when I think of that, I always think of Griselda, Benny the Butcher, Conway the Machine, West Side Gun. They do very 90s bar rap, right? And, they just kind of own it. They're still good at it, right? They really, I could tell that Griselda compares themselves to the Lox and Jadakiss and Cassidy and all these like bars rappers. And they just own it. They don't try to cheat the listener by trying to sound like something else. So, just own it and get as good as you can at it. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing wrong with owning that style, but also be aware, you got to think of your target market, right? Look, you're not going to get most 13-year-olds in Gen Z to listen to you if you rap like, early T.I. or something like that. You know what I mean? Like they just have a different ear. That would be like you as being influenced by the 1990s or 2000s and somebody rapping like Rakim or KRS-One. I mean, and they're dope, right? And Rakim's a legend, but if somebody raps just like Big Daddy Kane because that's their style, like you as a 90s person who listens, probably from the Wu up to like 2004 or so, you're just, you might like it, you might be like, you're good, but I just don't, that's not what I listen to, all the time. You're not gonna expect somebody who's a fan of 80s punk rock to just be convinced to like 1950s doo-wop. They might know that this is a good version of 1950s doo-wop, but they're not going to sit there and, just bump it all day. It's just people have different tastes, Yeah, Miguel Sosa says, what are all the components of rap? I mean, we spent 6 years coaching as many components as we can, and we continue to do so. I mean, it's, that's hard to answer. Like, what is, Miguel Sosa, so you probably watch football, soccer, right? What are all the components of soccer? I mean, there's so many to mention. You know what I mean? Like, He said, Bloom says, do you need to freestyle in order to learn how to make it? Or you need to freestyle, not a freestyle in order to make it. The answer is no, especially if by make it, you mean have a full-time career. But like, let's be real, most of the biggest rappers in the game don't know how to freestyle off the top. Or if they do, they do it in kind of a fun way. I mean, you can look at the Tim Westwood freestyles. You have people that clearly have done it a lot, like Juice Wrld, of course. But then you know the other rappers, what I'm talking about, where, no hate on them, but they just clearly didn't freestyle much. So, but they still made it, or they still got a career. It's not a priority for them. It doesn't have to be a priority for you. I suggest freestyling because it's a way that you can make instant fans, right? Especially when you're just starting. I'm telling you from personal experience, and anybody who goes off the top knows this. If you say you're a rapper, where you go to a house party, you're in a social event, and people say you're a rapper, or people are like, oh, you rap, and you're able to freestyle about things around you, or make a freestyle off the top that's really dope about somebody who just asked you something, you got a fan for life. They never forget that kind of stuff. They're just like, oh my God, he rapped about my red hat, and it was dope. So it's just a really good way. It's like a great promotional strategy, and it does help you with creating new flows. Makes it easier to write because your brain is just working at a faster level. So it's just a really good skill to have. You know what I'm saying? All right. How do you tell if a song you made is good? Like, how do you check if it's good to upload? That's Salami Boy. For me, we made a video about this, and there's a more in-depth, I'll put this in the timestamps of this recording. But the quickest way I've been telling my homies recently, I say this in the video, it's an old video, is look, play the song for 5 people, start the track, right before, they hear the first few seconds, then, you get right into verse 1 or chorus 1 or whatever, and then just stop it randomly. Like, play the first 30, 40 seconds and then stop in the middle of your flow. And if they're like, whoa, like, yo, what you doing? You was just about to get into it. Or like, yo, keep it playing. Like, damn. Like, that's usually a good sign because it means they were like getting in the mood, so to speak. Now, if you stop it and they're just like, oh, okay, or like, oh, okay, well, yeah, that's cool, then that usually means it ain't the one. Because, if you hear a hot track yourself from somebody and somebody just stops it in the middle of it, you're going to be like, man, like, why'd you stop it? That joke was bumping, run it back, What else? Obelisk. When freestyling, I often come across the problem of not being able to make logical sense. I can rhyme with no issue, but trying to make a clear idea is difficult. How would I solve this? Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, for me, I'll be honest, it sounds like Obelisk that you might not have been freestyling for a long time. That's one, because that's an issue that, frankly, like, it works itself out over time. But I'd say even more importantly is how often are you freestyling and practicing staying on topic, right? One really good way that I used to do back in the day, like DVDs and stuff, but you can use books or you can just use stuff around you, is you practice rapping through the titles. The way I did it was rapping through the titles of the DVDs, right? Another great way, so that you're just basically having to force yourself to think, okay, this is, I freestyle for the greatest ways. I'm watching this movie called JFK. I'm bumping like an 808. But now all the white girls is like, this guy's rad, especially when I'm chatting with my fans on my iPad. Some of the black dudes is like, he looks like my dad right now. But you know what I'm saying? Like, forcing yourself to rap about things around you, right? And if you're still struggling with staying on topic and staying logical, it's usually a mixture of just having not done it long enough, but not just focusing your practice on staying on specific objects and specific stories. The other part, one of the biggest gains that I made as a freestyler was I met a dude who would freestyle, and he wasn't like doper than me. He didn't have a doper voice or whatever. He wasn't like as serious about rap as I was. He wasn't trying to be a rapper. He just liked to freestyle. But he would do is mostly just freestyle about things that happened in his day or things that we just went through. So what would happen is we'd all go out drinking and partying, and then, we'd freestyle the next day. And he'd be like, remember when Drew started drinking on his beer? And oh my God, he could have done it for a year, whatever it is, right? So weaving stories, practicing, rapping about things around you, or getting a stack of stuff and rapping about it, being patient, and then weaving stories together in the flow. And over time, you will be able to make more logical sense. How to rap like Cardi B. I need to make a video on that. I see you keep listing it. Praise Alasha, I think is how you pronounce it. We will definitely be doing one of those. It's easy to hate on Cardi B from a certain aspect of rap. I personally like a lot of her tracks for what they are. I'm not sitting around thinking Cardi B is supposed to scratch the same itch lyrically as Rhapsody or other female rappers are going back in the day, like Queen Latifah. Like, I feel like female rappers, just like male rappers, need to have a variety of different styles. And for what she does, I think Cardi B has some great raps and great songs. She also has really funny bars. Like, she has times that she makes me laugh. So I will do a video. I think we have one video about that song, Cardi or Cardi, right? The one with 21 Savage. I think we do have a breakdown of that. So if you go into our uploads, I think we already have one, but that was like old school and I didn't really organize it that well. That was pre all the lights and glimmer and glamour. So I will keep note of that. All right, let's take a few more. Let's keep these likes up. All right, we're gonna take 3 more questions. I'm parched, I'm gonna drink some water. It's Friday night. Oh yeah, Orange Bananas asked, what is that logo on my hat? This is the Washington Nationals, American baseball team for all of our global people. It is not is the Walgreens logo. I get so many comments like, yo, this is the Walgreens logo. Man, got the Walgreens hat on. Nah, it's not. It's the Washington Nationals. They won the World Series 2 years ago or last year. I don't know. It's weird because of COVID, but they won the World Series within the last 18 months. So, that's what it is, baseball team. All right. We'll take 3 more because I said 3, but I'm going to give, because that wasn't related to rap. I'm going to give y'all a little bit more. Let me keep, because some of these, the reason I ask is, so some of these have either answered on the live. So, I've seen a couple people ask how to get my pronunciation right. We actually did a little breakdown of that on this live already. So, you can watch the replay. What else? Julian Ardiano, he says, how to freestyle like Juice Wrld. As I mentioned, that's one of our more successful videos of this year. We did a really deep breakdown. Okay, Bloom asks, and this is a common question as well, can you do a live listening of our music? Yes, we will be implementing that very soon. These things are funky, right? Because I've hesitated on doing as many live listening sessions only because I can't post them. You know what I mean? I usually can't post them on YouTube after that, and I like to make content that can live on the channel. But I know that a lot of influencers in the music education space, people like Busy Works Beats, like they would listen to music, and then even going up to like the No Jumper type people, right? They do it. So, I want to implement that, and yes, we will. So, be sure that you're following us on Instagram, because, I announced this live on Instagram. We try to do a lot of announcements on Instagram. Our Instagram is How to Rap, spelled like the channel, How to Rap, and then Nation, right? Nation, Nation. And I'll put that in the video description on this replay. But just keep your eyes open on our stories on Instagram, and I'll tell you the minute we've kind of figured that out. Good question though. A lot of time, I'm getting a lot of questions about sort of fear. You know, look, fear is present in all aspects of trying to better yourself, period, no matter what you do. And there will always be some form of fear with a new thing. So for you, if you're watching this as a beginning rapper, the person that asked it, your fear might be rapping in front of your parents, rapping in front of your friends, whatever. But trust me, once you get over those fears, and now everybody in your hood thinks you're the best rapper ever, your next fear is gonna be not disappointing those same friends and family. And it's gonna be scary. And then, once you're not disappointing them, because you think Drake is not scared at some point? You think Kendrick is not scared? You think they're not scared of losing their supremacy? Like, they may not see it, show it, right? Because when you see them, they're kind of in their star mode, but it's got to be scary to be at the top too. So, just accepting that fear is a reality with trying new things. Fear is a reality with becoming good at things. And fear is a reality at being the best at things, because then you got to keep it at the top. You know what I mean? You got to stay at the top. So, handling fear, just ignore it. Just ignore it, man. All right, one more. All right, Danny C. Do you coach or offer paid mentorship type ish? Yes, that's a great place to end, because we are going to be releasing our coaching program before Christmas of this year. When we started with How to Rap, we call ourselves a rap coaching company, all that. When we started our How to Rap, we were mostly doing coaching based stuff. Then I'll be real, I went on tour and that made it hard. And then, sometimes, when you get these coaching or mentorship type things, you get a lot of people that aren't doing the workload. And, you, as a coach, you want to be coaching people that are motivated. And so then there was like a 2 or 3 year period where I was either on tour or I just took a break, and we started doing courses, right? So y'all probably heard about Rap Tycoon and stuff like that, our artist development coaching course. But I want to go back to the way it was, which is, working with you guys directly. One of the advantages of what we're going to be doing here is we're going to have multiple coaches. We're going to have coaches who are experts in one skill or another. So let's say you really want to learn how to freestyle. We got a guy who's dope at freestyling. He's a freestyle coach. Let's say you have a voice. You want to get that nice voice. We got a voice guy, Well, you want to learn how to do your social media. We got social media people. So this is like a soft announcement that'll be coming up in the next 10 to 14 days. My goal, 100% goal, is to get it before Christmas, but it will definitely be here before New Year's. But probably what we'll do is we'll announce it right before Christmas, and you can sign up over the holidays. But that's literally what I'm doing with the next couple weeks. So that's the other reason, by the way, you ain't seeing a lot of videos, right? I'm doing live streams because I'm out here trying to perfect the coaching program so that when y'all sign up, it's super helpful. And it's revolutionary. You know what I mean? At this point, rap coaching, rap teachers, everybody's kind of got courses. You just kind of go with who you like. Everybody's got different angles on explaining how to become an artist. And some people are good at one thing and bad at another. And we all have that. I'm not perfect at everything myself. But the coaching aspect and the working with you guys, I think is still needs to be taken to the next level again. And, I take it as my responsibility as, the founder of How to Rap and, one of the first people in this space. And I'd like to think one of the people who took it to a big level and showed it was possible to do, big successful YouTube videos that are helpful to rappers, that do big numbers and have the flashy stuff, but also help people. I feel like it's my responsibility to keep leading the charge. So yes, we'll end on that. It's coming. Mentorship, working with me, working with experts. I can't wait. So I just want to say thankful to everybody who came through. Really appreciate that. We will have more of these live streams. We will have live stream listening sessions. We will have mentorship. And in the meantime, follow us on Instagram. That's the easiest way to hear about more live streams. Check out our artist development course. Rap Tycoon. I put it in the description in the replay. And thanks again for watching. See you on the next one, homies.